If you were obsessed with your partner for 3 months and then lost all interest in fucking them, congrats, your ADHD's just played you both. Let's talk about why your relationship went from I can't keep my hands off of one another to I'd rather scroll TikTok in record time. But first, everyone needs to shut the fuck up about ADHD as being this dopamine deficiency bullshit. That is not what's happening here. We don't have a dopamine shortage. We have shit dopamine signaling. So our brains can't maintain it over time, especially when things get boring, which, spoiler alert, long-term relationships eventually fucking do. ADHD is actually a state regulation disorder. So your brain can be horny, it can be engaged, it can focus on your partner, but only when the conditions are right. And it can't get itself into the state without help. So here's then where the disaster happens, because new relationship, peak stimulation for your brain. Novelty, everywhere. Unpredictability, constant. Emotional intensity, off the fucking charts. And that go, go, go energy, chef's kiss. Your dopamine here is fucking thriving because the relationship is doing all the regulatory work for you. You are this feral person. You are obsessed. You're hyperfixated. The sex is fucking incredible. Your partner is like, holy shit, they are so into me. And you are. This isn't fake. But then the newness wears off. Things get comfortable, predictable, stable. And then your brain is like, where the fuck is the stimulation at? I can't work with this shit. Your dopamine signaling just kind of quits. And it's not because you stopped loving them, not because they got less attractive, but because your brain is literally struggling to generate the activation state needed to engage sexually when the stimulation drops off. And here's the part where people fuck up all the time, because then they assume that this means that they're in the wrong relationship. So they end up leaving, find someone new, get that stimulation hit again, then 3 months later, same thing happens. Rinse, repeat. Right? Until you've convinced yourself now that you're just not built for long-term relationships. When really, your brain just needs stimulation to fucking function. And no, before anyone says it, this isn't just the limerence phase ending. Yes, limerence is real, but you can't just slap that fucking label on it and ignore the ADHD component. Your brain's need for stimulation to regulate state is a very real weighted cause of this pattern. Not some personality flaw or proof that you're with the wrong person. This isn't about being in the wrong relationship. It's about understanding your brain's needs, ongoing stimulation and novelty to fucking stay engaged, and learning to create that intentionally instead of assuming the drop in interest means that you should then just fucking bail. You need to figure out what works for your brain, talk about it, build it into your fucking relationship, because the right person with zero stimulation will feel exactly like the wrong person to your ADHD brain.